Hello, my name is Mahlatse Mahlase, politics editor here at News 24. A lot of you have asked us how the ANC's elective process actually works. Of course, this as we count down to the National Elective Conference that gets underway on the 16th to the 20th of December here in Johannesburg at the Nasrec Expo Center. So we're going to try and explain it a little bit. So how does it actually work? It's a bit complex. But the ANC says that the power is in the branches. That means that they are the ones that must decide on party policy, but also more importantly, on who leads the party. So step one of the election process is that the branches are actually audited. This is to determine who are members in good standing. That basically means who are the paid up members of that branch. Step two, the branch will hold a branch nomination meeting. And that meeting must collate, which means that 50+1 of the branch members must be present at that meeting. Step three, branch members would then nominate who they want to be in the top 6, but also the National Executive Committee of the party. If there's more than one person nominated for a position, then the chair of that meeting calls for a vote. The person who emerges with more votes then becomes the candidate of that branch. Step four, the names of the nominated candidates then go into 3 envelopes. One of them goes to Luthuli House and will end up with the Electoral Commission of the party, but then also the ANC appoints an independent electoral agency that will actually administer the whole nomination process. Those envelopes would then be opened at the Provincial General Councils, which every single province is supposed to hold. Some of you have asked us why the party needs to hold provincial general councils. For a candidate to actually make it on the ballot, they need to be nominated by a province. This is according to the ANC constitution. The other alternative for a candidate to make it on the ballot is that they can be nominated from the floor. But this is seen as much more difficult because you would need 25% of the voting delegates to actually support your nomination. And this is done via a show of hands. Where are we with the numbers? All of the provinces have now completed their provincial general councils, and Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa is now leading as far as branch nominations go. None of the 5 other presidential candidates managed to make it onto the ballot. But of course, as we've said, it's not over yet, as they can still be nominated from the floor. So the key question you have asked is that if Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa is leading with the branch nominations, why are we not calling it? Why are we not saying that he is likely to win the presidential race? Well, it's a little bit too early to call. He goes into that conference with a bit of an edge, with a bit of confidence, but having branch nominations does not guarantee a candidate that they will actually win. This is where it becomes complicated. So, not all branch members can go to the elective conference. They will then sit and choose who will be their representative. A branch has minimum 100 members. They will get a delegate, but the bigger branches will get 2 and even 3 or even more delegates, according to the formula that the National Executive Committee has actually worked out. Let's use KwaZulu-Natal as an example. Dr. Dlamini-Zuma has 454 branch nominations, and Deputy President Ramaphosa has 191. But the province qualifies to have 870 delegates representing it at the conference. So we don't know which of the branches that nominated Ramaphosa or Dlamini-Zuma are actually going there with 3 delegates, for example. Also complicating the matter is that Mpumalanga, which has the second highest number of delegates going to conference, has 233 branches that have nominated this person we don't know called Unity. Then we also have the provincial executive committees, which each will have 27 votes. Then the National Executive Committee has 86 members who will also get to vote. And then we've got the 3 leagues of the party, the Youth League, Women's League, and the Veterans League. They each get 60 votes. So, as things stand, who is ahead? Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa is leading as far as the branch nominations go. He has 1,860 and Dlamini-Zuma has 1,330. But as we repeatedly say, this does not guarantee that Ramaphosa has the presidency in the bag. What happens now is serious lobbying of actual delegates, and also, of course, backroom meetings to negotiate are also expected. Unfortunately, the ANC's past conferences have also been marred by vote buying, promises of positions to some of the delegates that are actually at conference to try and actually influence the outcome, the final outcome of that conference. So it is not over until it's over. We're expecting voting to happen on the 17th of December, and results will be announced as soon as the counting has been finalized. But the key thing is the credentials, which have to be adopted before the conference can go ahead. This will actually tell us how many delegates each province has actually managed to bring, because you can qualify for a certain number, but because of many other situations and circumstances, that province ends up with less delegates at the conference.